You know that feeling when payday hits and somehow, before you've even bought anything fun, it's already gone? The rent came out, the minimum payment on the credit card, the car payment, the student loan, and you're left looking at your bank account thinking, where did it all go? And the worst part isn't even the number. It's the feeling that you've been here before. Same account balance, different month. Like you're running on a treadmill that someone else controls the speed on. Now, here's what's interesting. There are people out there, real people, not trust fund kids, not lottery winners, who have zero debt. No car payment, no credit card balance, no student loan hanging over them. And the question most people never think to ask is, what are they actually doing differently every single month? Because it's not luck, it's not income. It's a set of specific, repeatable habits. And today, I'm going to walk you through all 8 of them. First, let's just be honest about where most people are. The average American carries over $21,800 in personal debt, not counting mortgages. Credit cards alone average $6,500 per household. And here's the number that should make you pause. The average American pays over $1,300 a year just in credit card interest. Not principal, just interest. Money that disappears and builds nothing. That's $108 a month, every month, handed directly to a bank, for the privilege of spending money you already earned. Most people accept this as normal. The people we're talking about today decided it wasn't. Habit 1. They give every dollar a job before the month starts. Not a budget, a plan. There's a difference. A budget is reactive. You look back at what you spent and feel bad. A plan is proactive. You decide in advance where every dollar goes before it has a chance to go somewhere else. People with zero debt don't wonder where their money went. They told it where to go. The tool doesn't matter, a spreadsheet, an app, even a notebook. What matters is the decision happens before the month, not during it. Habit 2. They treat debt payments like a second income. Here's what most people don't realize. If you're paying $400 a month on a car loan at 7% interest, eliminating that payment doesn't just free up $400. It's functionally equivalent to getting a $400 raise because you no longer owe it to anyone. It's yours. People who are debt-free aggressively attack one debt at a time. Minimum payments on everything else, maximum payment on one target. The math on this is staggering. Pay an extra $200 a month on a $10,000 credit card balance at 20% interest, and you cut the payoff time from over 8 years down to under 3. You save roughly $7,200 in interest. $7,200 from one habit change. Habit 3. They automate the boring stuff. You might be thinking, I know I should save, I just never seem to have anything left over at the end of the month. And that right there is the problem. Saving at the end of the month is a losing strategy. There's almost never anything left. People with zero debt flip the sequence. They save first, automatically on payday, and live on what remains. Even $100 a month, automated, builds to $1,200 a year. At 5% in a high-yield savings account over 5 years, that's over $6,600 without making a single conscious decision after the setup. The automation removes the willpower requirement entirely. And willpower, as we talked about before, is the most unreliable financial tool you own. Habit 4. They know exactly what they owe, down to the dollar. This one sounds obvious. It's not. Most people have a vague idea of their debt, around $15,000 on cards, I think. My student loan is somewhere around $30K. Vagueness is expensive. People with zero debt know the exact balance, the exact interest rate, and the exact minimum payment on every single account, every month. Why? Because clarity creates urgency. When you see $14,847.32 instead of about $15,000, it becomes real. It becomes something to fight. Habit 5. They use cash or its equivalent for danger categories. There's a documented psychological phenomenon called the credit card premium effect. When you pay with a card instead of cash, studies show you're willing to spend between 12 and 18% more on the same item. Your brain doesn't feel the transaction the same way. People with zero debt know their weakness categories: restaurants, online shopping, entertainment, and they either use cash for those specifically or set a strict prepaid limit. They make the pain of spending real again, deliberately. Habit 6. They have a no-spend protocol for at least a few days every month. Not a no-spend month, not some extreme deprivation challenge, just a few designated days, sometimes as few as 4 or 5, where zero discretionary money leaves the account. The math is simple but powerful. 4 no-spend days a month, where you would have otherwise spent an average of $40 a day, saves $160 a month. That's $1,920 a year, enough to wipe out a small credit card balance entirely from doing nothing. Habit 7. They review their subscriptions every single month. The average American spends $219 on subscription services. Most people think they spend around $80. That gap, $139, represents services they forgot they signed up for, duplicates they never canceled, and free trials that quietly became paid plans. People with zero debt treat subscriptions like a garden. If you don't actively tend to it, it grows into something unrecognizable. 1 monthly review, every account. Cancel anything that didn't add clear value that month. This habit alone recovers an average of $600 to $900 a year for most households. Habit 8. They run a monthly debt temperature check. This is the habit most people skip, and it's arguably the most important. Once a month, people with zero debt sit down and ask 4 specific questions. Is my total debt going down? Are my interest rates the best I can get right now? Have I missed any payment that could have triggered a penalty rate? And is there any new debt sneaking in that I haven't acknowledged yet? This isn't about punishment, it's about staying honest with yourself, because debt grows quietly when you stop looking at it, and it shrinks fastest when you look at it every month. Here's what I want you to see underneath all 8 of these habits. None of them are about being cheap. None of them are about never enjoying your money. Every single one is about being intentional. The people who reach zero debt aren't making more sacrifices than everyone else. They're making fewer unconscious decisions. They've replaced autopilot spending with deliberate choice. And that shift from reactive to intentional is the entire game. Most people think freedom from debt is about income. It's not. It's about the gap between what comes in and what quietly leaks out. These 8 habits close that gap every month until one day the balance reads 0. You don't have to do all 8 of these starting tomorrow. Pick one, the one that made you think, okay, I actually could do that. Start there. Build it until it's automatic, then add another. The people with zero debt weren't born organized. They weren't handed financial discipline. They just started, and then they didn't stop. That option is available to you right now, this month. If this gave you something useful, share it with someone who needs it. Subscribe if you want more of this kind of content, and I'll see you in the next one.